So my voice sounds horrible, but my voice only sounds as bad because it was my birthday weekend and it got crazy. It got real crazy. Like, I don't even want to talk about it. That's how crazy it was. But anyway, we aren't here to talk about me. Well, we are, but then we not. You know? All right. So today we're going to be talking about how I started my business at 19 years old, and we're going to go over the do's and don'ts that I've came across in my business. You know, I've only had my business for like a year, but I was working on my business for like maybe a year and a half, 2 years before I actually launched my business. So the tips that I wrote down here is the tips that I feel like are good do's and don'ts that you can apply if you are starting a business, like how I started my business. And I wish somebody would have told, honestly, somebody probably did tell me this, but I was just thought I knew it all and just went out on a limb, and now here I am telling you guys what not to do from my experience. Okay, so this is my first YouTube video, so if I'm rambling and I say like a lot, so I'm just gonna give y'all a heads up. If that annoys you, I don't think this is gonna be the video for you. So yeah, so we're gonna go into the video. We're gonna start right into it. Now I'm gonna give you a little brief description before I go into like the do's and don'ts. So I started a natural hair care line. It's called Curly Girl Naturals. I started it at 19. I was working on it for a while before I actually launched my business and actually found the right recipe that I like to actually start selling to people. So, you know, one day I was sitting on my deck because, you know, I like to be outside and I like to enjoy like the weather. Like, I don't know, like I'm just a nature kind of gal, and I just be outside just thinking and sometimes I just go outside my neighborhood and just walk and think. Like, that's just how I am. So anyway, I was on my deck and I was sitting there just thinking. I think I was at my auntie house. Now, I know how to make wigs. They're not perfect. I'm not gonna lie, it's not perfect. But you know, if you're looking for something to do on a night out and you don't feel like doing your hair, you could just make a wig real quick. And you know, I told myself how to make my own wig. I'm gonna put a picture right here of my first wig, my first and last wig I ever made. I think I was turning 19. Yeah, so one day I was on the porch and I had just moved to Georgia, and if y'all know, in Georgia the pay is horrible. So, and at the time I was a seasonal at a retail store, and I was literally working like 3 days, $10 an hour. So and I'm from New York. So you coming from New York making $13, $15 an hour, and people are offering you $10, 3 days a week, you're gonna go into like a money depression state. And that's where I was at. So I had to figure out like, what is it that I could do to make extra money? What is it that I could do to, you know, give myself something so I don't have to work for somebody else? Because I hate working for people. I hate it with all of my heart. So I had to figure out something that works out for me. So one thing I always knew was that the beauty industry is a money-making industry. No matter what it is, skincare, selling bundles, selling makeup, hair care, anything that has to do with beauty, it's gonna make money. Even if it's last year, I knew I wanted to be in the beauty industry. And like I said, I had made my first wig. I was feeling myself. I was like, oh, I could do this. But then I was doing my research, and when it comes to like selling wigs and selling bundles, it was like a lot of money. You pour a lot of money into that, and I just didn't have the funds to do a bundle business or sell wigs. So I was on my deck just mad upset, like I want to do something that has to do with hair, And if you know me, I've been doing research on natural hair since I was like 14. No lie. I used to go around school and tell girls like, no, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to watch what products you put in your hair, you need to try out this product, you need to do this product, you need to try out these oils and stuff like that. So I've always been big on natural hair, because I feel like, you know, you have to take care of your hair. Like, I just feel like it's something important. So I was just always something that I was always interested in. It was something that I had a lot of information on, and it was just something that just came natural to me. Like, I just loved natural hair products. I was a product junkie. I used to pour out so much money into products because I love natural hair products. That's what I like. I like organic stuff. And even on my face, I use raw organic cocoa butter. Like, I feel like when it comes to your body and stuff, you need to use natural stuff. So anyway, long story short, I was just sitting on my deck thinking, and I was like, boom, natural hair products. Because at the time, I was already making my own DIYs, like my own DIY co-washes, conditioners, oils, like my own hot oil treatment. So I was already making products. Like I was already making natural hair products, but just not for the public. It was just for me. So it had already came to me naturally because I was already doing research on DIY products. So I already had information stored in my head. What ingredients is good to use for this? What ingredients is good to use for that? I did have to do a little bit more research than based off what I knew to make my DIYs, but I already had like a common ground to start off at. Not like I just threw myself in the natural hair community. You know what I mean? So yeah, so that's like a little backstory of how like Curly Girl Naturals came apart. But we'll go more into my brand one of these days. And if you have any questions on something that you want me to go over regarding my brand, feel free to leave comments. Feel free to DM me on my Instagram. I'm always down to answer questions, and I'll be down to make more videos on anything that you guys want. It's what you guys want to learn, and I'm willing to give it to you. So let's get into the video. First, I'm going to start off with my do's, and then I'm going to end with my don'ts. So first thing that you need to do is you need to find out your passion. I know this seems hard. I know it seems like it's impossible, but you need to find out your passion. What is it that makes you happy? What is it that you do that is like another source of work, but it doesn't feel like work to you? What is something that you have a lot of information on, and how can you turn that into sales? How can you turn that into a profit? How can you turn your passion into a dollar sign? So if you, like I said, how I start off with DIY hair products, I don't know who I'm talking to, but you could be making DIY skincare products and it works great. You could have a passion and have a talent for something and not even know. Use your creative mind, find out something that you're really good at that nobody else could top off. If you make your own skincare products, turn that into a business. You already have the common ground of information that you need to start off with a skincare business. If you good at Instagram, like, creating an Instagram aesthetic, creating posts, creating YouTube videos, anything, literally anything you like to do. If it's even editing videos, you can turn that into a business. So we all have talent. And once you find that out, you're going to learn like, oh yeah, I could turn this into a dollar sign real quick. You just gotta find it out. The second do that I say that I think is really important, is something that I really should have worked a little bit more on, was writing everything down. And when I mean write everything down, I mean every idea you have. If you want to create your own products, write down every single ingredient, write down every single recipe. Even if you ended up editing the recipe, still have your first draft of your recipe. Write down your plan. What is it about your brand that makes you stand out? What is it? Is it your passion to help people? Is it, to give people affordable products? I want to help girls with their hair. I feel like providing a product that helps to healthy your hair builds your confidence. That's what makes me different. I'm not selling hair products just for a sale. That's why I also say find out your passion, because if you just doing something to make quick money, it's not going to work out. You have to find a passion, because once you have that passion, the money will come when it's supposed to come. But if you don't have no passion for your skill or whatever it is that you're trying to do, it's not going to work out. I hope I was able to, break that down a little bit better. But like I said, if you feel like I haven't went depth into something, feel free to inbox me. Feel free to comment below. I'm down for everything. So now let's go to the third do. Now, if you're starting out your business, one of the first main things that you need to do is to wire your brain into a business owner already. When I was going around telling people that I wanted to sell hair products, I had people laugh at me. I had people tell me I couldn't do it. I had people tell me I was going to be on welfare my whole life. I got told that I was going to be pregnant and I was never going to amount to nothing. But I didn't listen to nobody. I wired my brain into a business owner. I made sure that I was calling my business before I even got my LLC. My business was a business to me before my imagination even came to life. Before I even thought of my name for my business, I knew I had a business. You have a business. Rather you have an LLC, no LLC, with the product, without a product. Even if you just have an idea that you want to sell something, wire your brain to believe that you're already selling that product. In my mind, I'm already rich. In my mind, my product is already popping. In my mind, my product is already in stores. You feel what I'm trying to say? You need to wire your brain to believe that your business is real. If you don't believe your business is real, it's not going to come true. Straight like that. You need to make sure that you believe in your business before it even becomes a business. Or else it's not going to go where you want it to go because you don't believe in it. You're not sitting there seeing where your business could take you. When I used to sit there and my aunt used to drive me, when I was in Georgia with no car, my aunt used to drive me around and we used to just ride out. I used to sit there and just sit there and think of where my business is today. Having orders stacked right in there. Oh, right in there, having orders just stacked, sitting there just seeing myself packaging, shipping it out, seeing myself having a website, seeing myself being a CEO of my own company, seeing myself, going around the world, promoting my product, doing this, doing that. You need to wire your brain and make your brain believe that your business is real and your business is going to do amazing things. But you can't do that if you don't wire your brain to be a business owner already. I used to not believe in my business. I used to have this great idea of having a business and not believe in it and not, give my business the credit it deserved being called a business. I don't want to sell products. I'm not just selling something out my trunk. I'm not saying here just making something just for the time being. I'm not customizing a product just to sell it for a one time. This is my business. This is something that I want to sell to millions of people. I want to have a website to sell to millions of people. I want to ship out to millions of people. I want my business to be international, worldwide. So I had to start thinking. I had to start seeing myself being worldwide. I had to start seeing myself being a CEO. I had to start seeing my business to be a real business. So once you do that, everything gonna come. Watch, I'm telling you. Believing and having faith, main key. The fourth give yourself a grace period. This is something that I didn't do for myself. I just kept thinking like, oh, I'm gonna sell hair products. I would go out to my store vendor, just buy mad products, keep trying out until I got the right recipe without giving myself a grace period, without doing enough research on my business. I just went out there and literally threw money away. I threw money on so many ingredients that I still have in my closet that I don't use because I didn't give myself a grace period to plan out my business. I didn't give myself a grace period to, figure out how much this cost me, how much am I going to make, and how much am I going to make a profit off of it, if that makes sense. Find out how much. So I'm going to just use an example. Shirts. Say your passion is selling shirts. You need to find out how much it is to make the shirt, how much it is to ship out the shirt, how much it is to package the shirt, how much it is to get the shirt sent to you. Figure out how, how much shipping is. I think I said that already, but you just got to figure out how much it is to get that shirt prepared to ship out. And then once you find out that money, say like it takes $100 total to ship, package, make the shirt, get it sent to you, get the logo, all of that. Now if it costs you $100 to do all of that for the shirt, you need to figure out how you're going to make $300 off that $100 shirt. Because you don't want to make double. You want to make triple. Because if you make double, you're going to be passing by. But if you make triple, you're going to be able to reinvest in your business and still have money for yourself too. So you need to give yourself a grace period to figure out how much it's going to cost for you to have this business and how are you going to make a profit. Because if you don't, you're going to be in the midst of selling and then you're going to realize that you're not making no money. You're going to realize that you're putting out more money than you are receiving because you didn't give yourself that grace period to figure out how are you going to receive the money that you're putting out triple times, if that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense. So, give yourself a grace period. Like I thought of my idea and thought I was going to have my product. First of all, I thought I was going to have 3 different collections within 6 months. Who I thought I was? Superwoman? No, it wasn't possible, but I didn't give myself a grace period. I wasn't thinking realistically. I wasn't writing down how much it's going to cost to make this product. I wasn't writing down how much I'm spending and how much I'm putting out. And, it took me a long time to realize I wasn't getting more than what I was putting out. And yes, it's a business, and yes, it's your passion, and yes, you want to help people, but at the end of the day, you still doing this so you can make money, so you can make a foundation for yourself and for your family and for your friends. So you need to give yourself that grace period so you can know how much money you're going to put out and how are you going to flip that money and receive triple. So you need to give yourself a grace period. Rather it's 6. Realistically, if you starting out, like you starting out with an idea of your business, you need to give yourself at least 6 months to a year before you start selling. It might sound like a long time, but if you work on it every single day, that time fly. And you investing your time into your business. So you're basically perfecting your craft. So when it's time to sell, you don't have nothing to worry about when it comes to profit. You might have to deal with customers or shipping problems, but when it comes to that profit, you already know how much you're going to make, how much is going to be coming in, and how you're going to reinvest that money in. But if you don't give yourself that grace period and do your research on your business, you're going to mess up and you're going to lose a lot of money. I'm telling you from experience, I lost a lot of money. I'm still losing money. Like, I'm only 21. I just started my business. So I'm telling you, please take my advice. Give yourself that grace period. Write everything down. Do your research, and you'll be fine. Now, this 5 do kind of coincides with the last do, because after you figure out, how much it's gonna cost to sell your product or create your brand or create it as at your whatever you want to sell, you have to save money. Once you find out how much it is, you need to save money. That's why it coincides with the grace period, because once you find out how much money you need for your business, you have an idea of how much money you need to save. And you need to save more money than what you're going to spend, if that makes sense. So say we're going back to the t-shirt thing. Say it costs I'm just throwing out a number out there. Say it costs $300 to make 50 shirts. 50 shirts, package it, all of that. So now you need $500. So don't just save up $500. Save up $1,000. You want to match. So if it's $300, you want to do $600 or $900. You want to save up that much money. And yes, it seems impossible, but like I said, if you give yourself a grace period, you can figure out how you could save that much money within that grace period to sell your product. And say it costs you $500 to make your t-shirt business. Say something happens. Your vendor went up on shipping. Something happens to your customer's package. Some business bill come out the woodworks. At least now, even though you spent that $500 to create your business, you still got some money to lean back on if something else pops up. Because one thing you don't want to do is go broke while you're in the middle of having a business. That is the most, oh my God, it is the most, it hurts your heart. It hurts your heart. That's why I say saving money is so important, because when something goes wrong, you have something to lean back on. You don't want to just have that amount. You just don't want to have just that. Just like if it costs you $100 to make that shirt, you want to make sure you're not making you want to make sure you're making $300-$400 off that shirt, because you want to have more. You want to have more. You always want to have more, because you just want to make sure you have that cushion to lean back on, because this is your business. Nobody else is going to invest in your business like you. Nobody is going to pick up the pieces when it falls. Nobody's going to sit there and help you when things go wrong in your business. So you need to make sure you have that financial stability. So just in case things go wrong, it doesn't feel like it's a waste of time, So that was all the do's. I was gonna go in and write down like 10, but I'm not gonna lie, I gotta pick my dad up in a few. So I'm just trying to give little tips here and there for my first business starters or whatever. So now we're gonna go into the don'ts. Now, this is something that I really had to tell myself. Don't have the mentality that you know everything, because that will send you straight to the grave in your business. It sent me there. That's how I know. Because I was doing my research. I was making money off my business. I was selling. I was doing good. I was doing real good. Stop reading. Stop watching YouTube videos. Stop taking advice from my friends who are also business owners themselves. I was just out here winging it, rocking it, thinking I know everything. Like, yeah, I got my business and I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I don't need that. I don't need your help. I don't need this. I don't need that. And all that did was mess me up. And now the same people I told I need them now. I need their information now. I'm going back to the same YouTube videos I was watching because I'm like, where did I go wrong? You know, so you just don't have that mentality that you know everything, because in reality, you don't. And you want to be willing to learn, because there's nothing wrong with having knowledge. There's nothing wrong with soaking up information, because the more information you soak, the better your business and your life is going to be. So please don't have that mentality. Don't think that your poop don't stink because you start making a little bit of money off your business, because that's what happened to me. And now, like, I'm kind of struggling a little bit. I'm kind of struggling with my sales a little bit. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm kind of struggling with my sales a little bit right now. You know, I lost a lot of money, you know, because I thought I knew everything. And now I kind of have to build my funds back up. And I have to build my sales back up again after I already had my business for like a year. But that's my fault. That's because I stopped doing what I was doing to feed myself the knowledge that I needed to keep my business going. I gave myself just a little bit of information to start my business, but I didn't keep feeding myself information to how to upkeep my business. You feel me? I'm going to go to the second though. Don't share your ideas with everyone. There's some things, and I know you want to start your business, you want to tell your friends, you want to tell your family, like, yeah, I got this business idea, it's gonna boom, da da da. And let me tell you something, it be the people that you love the most that don't believe in you at all. Like, I mean at all. I remember one time I told one of my aunts that I want to start a hair care business, and she laughed dead in my face. Dead in my face. I had people tell me, you need to go back to school. You don't need to be doing this. You need to do that. You need to do this and you need to do that. Now, them same people that were saying them same things is the same people running to me talking about, oh, I need your product. I'm so proud of you. Your business is booming. Da da da. But you was the one that told me not to do it and to go into trucking. You was the one that told me to not waste my time and go back to school. You was the one that told me I'm not going to make no money off of it. So the people that you think you love you the most and is going to support you the most isn't. It's not. I had some family members who didn't buy product off of me until they saw random strangers promoting my product and loving my product. And you don't want to give those great ideas to somebody who don't believe in you, because that energy is going to mess up your flow. And, you know, I'm really big on energy and stuff like that. So, and even if you're not into that kind of stuff, that's cool. But you still don't want to share your ideas with everyone, because in reality, you really don't know who really care about you and who don't care about you. And you don't know who want to see you win and who don't. And you might share the right idea with the wrong person, and they could take your idea, they could sabotage you, they could take it and throw it in your face or do whatever and just do something grimy, do something foul and grimy to you, just because they're jealous of your business idea and they know you're gonna make it, so they're gonna sabotage it because they don't want to see you win. And it be the people that you love the most that don't want to see you win, and you really be surprised. So don't share your ideas with everyone. Wait till everything is set in stone before you start broadcasting what you want to do with your business, your brand, or even your life. You know, or just even regular choices in your life. You don't want to share everything with everybody, because everybody don't need to know everything. Sometimes you just got to show people better than you could tell them, to be honest. 3, don't rush yourself. This kind of goes back to that where I said, you know, give yourself a grace period, because when you rush yourself, you make a lot of mistakes. Like when I first dropped my product, honest to God, I really did not feel like I was ready. And I still did it. I prepared myself, but I felt like I should have gave myself at least a little bit more time to kind of perfect it, you know. But it was just like something like little things, like my logo kind of thing, like, you know, nothing like big. But you don't want to rush yourself, because you'll end up rushing a vision that isn't ready to come to light yet, if that makes sense. Like, you might have this great idea and you just can't, like, it's so great, you just want to put it out there, you just want to help your people, but you could put out something and it doesn't come out the way you want to, and now you done wasted money, you done wasted your time, you done got yourself frustrated because you rushing yourself to get that dollar, and that dollar ain't important. That's why it's so important to have passion behind the brand that you're having, because it makes you be patient and makes you take your time, because you don't want to put out something and, excuse my French, and it's half-assed. You don't want to do that, because you gotta put yourself in your customer's shoes. If you have a business and you buy something off of somebody and they give you some half-ass work or some half-ass product, you're gonna be tight. You're gonna be mad. You're not gonna want it. You're gonna ruin this person's reputation because they didn't give you 100%. They didn't perfect their craft. They didn't give you good work or good product or whatever it is, you know? So you want to really just take your time and perfect your craft until you feel 100% comfortable, 100% confident in your brand, business, product, whatever it is. And then when you put it out, you'll get great feedback because you took your time. And one thing about people, don't think they're not watching. Don't think they're not paying attention. People know when you have passion behind your work. People know when you took time to perfect your craft. People know when you rushed something just to put it out there. Your customers know. So you want to make sure you have that investment into your business so your craft could come out the way you want it to, so you could get good results. Good results equals good sales. So take that time. Don't look at it like you wasting your time. Don't look at it like you're not doing enough. Look at it like you invest in your time so you can have great results. Like people invest 4 years of their time to get a degree, to get paid good out of college. Look at it like that. You invest in your time into your product, into your brand, so you can have a great foundation that will lead your family to have general wealth. Look at it like that. Don't look at it like you're wasting your time. Don't look at it like you need to rush to make a sale. Don't look at it like, oh, this person's doing this, so I need to match up with their speed, because their speed has nothing to do with you. You need to take your time, because if something's going to be for you, it's going to work out for you no matter what. So don't rush yourself. Be patient. Take your time. There ain't no rush. Whatever you want, the dreams that you want, the things that you desire to have, you already have it. You just got to be patient and wait for it to come to you. 4, oh my God. This is the biggest don't ever in history. Ever. Do not, please, when you do start your business and you do start selling, do not mix your personal spendings and your business spendings together. Do not use your business money for your personal money. Pretend that your business money doesn't even exist. Because once you start dibble and dabbling, it don't stop. And then now all your business savings that you worked hard to get is spent because you want to spend it on your nails. Or you want to spend it on getting some Mary Jane. Or you want to spend it on going out. Now, when it's time to rebuy your product or to stock back up on inventory, now you don't have no money to lean on. Now you don't have no business money to reinvest in your business. And I'm telling you, that first year of your business, do not touch that money. Keep taking that money and keep reinvesting in your business. Keep buying ads, getting a better logo, getting better packaging, buying a website page, you know, like Wix, Shopify, stuff like that. You know, keep taking that money and keep investing it, because the more you invest your money, the more it will increase to grow. Once you start dibble and dabbling and spending it on your personal uses that are wants and not needs, you're gonna just get yourself in a lot of financial debt, to be honest. Yeah. You're just gonna get yourself in a lot of financial debt. Last don't is don't be inconsistent. This is your brand. This is your company. Is this something that you take seriously? You need to be consistent. Like, some days I would sit there and I would be so tired because I work full time, you know. So I used to sit there and be extremely tired. Well, I was being lazy, to be honest. And I let that come in between my business, and that's another reason why my sales went down, because I wasn't being consistent as I was when I first started my business, posting every single day, posting on stories every single day, like, you know. So you just need to be consistent, like, because without consistency, people aren't going to see you. People need to see you every single day to see that you're serious about your business. And if you're not being consistent, people aren't going to take your business serious. And if you don't take your business serious, how is somebody else going to take your business serious? And the way people are going to take your business serious, if you constantly being consistent about posting, about coming out with new things, coming out with new products, you know. So be consistent and be patient at the same time. So I think I'm sorry if that last don't was kind of dry. My dad had called me and he completely threw me off my game. So yeah, So that's it. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope like I gave some helpful tips. I hope I was able to, you know, give you guys some more information than what you had when you clicked on this video. And you know, if you have any questions, if you have any videos that you want to see, anything that you want more information on, feel free to leave the comments below. Feel free to DM me on my Instagram pages, and you know, check out my brand. It's called Curly Girl Naturals. It's 100% organic natural hair care line that I started at 19 by myself. And it'll mean a lot to me if you could even just check my page out and, you know, give me some feedback. If there's something that you don't like, let me know. If there's something that you do like, let me know. If you have any questions on the product itself, let me know. I don't mind answering no questions. I'm always free. I'll always respond back, whether it's the day after or a few hours after. I'm always going to respond. So I'm just going to end this with thank you guys. I love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know the vibes. And let's get this money. Let's start these businesses. Let's do this entrepreneurship. We could do it. We got this. You got this. I got this. We just got to lean on each other, support each other, help each other, and we can all grow and just be great. That kind of sounds a little corny, right? I don't know. I'm getting a little used. I'm getting used to this. I'm getting, you know, it's my first little video or whatever, so I'm trying. Okay. I'm really done though. Thank you guys for watching my video. It means a lot to me that you clicked on this video, and I love you guys, and have a great day.